Good evening, everyone. It is January 31st, 2024, Hump Day, and you are watching Legit Roulette on legitpodcast.com. I will be your host. I am Sarah Paranormal. If you haven't seen this show before, we have a wheel with topics on it, and we spin it, and then our guests will answer questions based on the topics. And in order to make this show as good as possible, we like to invite the best and brightest, biggest names of the paranormal community. But those people were not available. So what we did is we just invited everyone and saw who would show up. So appearing in order of who I think would be most likely to rescue me if I was drowning, we have, because he is the tallest, Block Island Rick.
Hey, Sarah, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you, Rick?
Good. I can swim.
You can swim, and you have the longest legs, so I figured you would be a best bet. So the next best bet would be she does fitness classes, and she's also probably the nicest of all of us. Sin Trader Hill author.
I got you back.
Thanks, Sin. I appreciate that. Appearing next, I don't know this person that well, so she might not be as motivated to rescue me, but she seems pretty cool. So Sha Wooten. Hi, Sha.
What's up? How y'all doing?
Next up is one of my favorite people in the world, but unfortunately he got demoted because, hey, Mike, you're a smoker, so I just didn't know if you'd be able to swim out to me.
Not my bum shoulder.
And he's got a bum shoulder. Okay. And last but not least is the one person who I think would most definitely be standing on the shore waving, nice to know you, bud. King Michael. Mike. Mike?
Hey, guys.
Mike, we're doing a show, Mike.
Oh, yeah. I wrote down on my calendar boring thing at 7:05. I just forgot what it was. It's doing the show with you.
All right, I'm out.
It's great to you. Let me first say that it's great that you're hosting. Can I say that first?
Is it though?
It's gonna be. I think it is. You're running it, right? You get the wheel. So.
I am. I've got the wheel. I guess you're first, Mike.
Okay. First, I want to say good luck to Block Island Ronnie, Karen Trader Hill. That's Shay Wonder. And of course, that's Cowboy Mike. I know that. Country Boy Mike. All right, I will spin the wheel. Can I say first that I am playing for charity?
No.
You're playing for.
Yes, I am not playing for myself. The reason I'm on the show, I was going to take the night off, but I was asked to do this by a charity. I'm playing for the Give Rick My Points Foundation. We started, and all my points go towards Rick's score. So anything that I do score or get negative, you just add it on to Rick's total.
I have a question. So, the biggest question ever. Why is Mike already talking way more than the host?
Yeah, I was going to address that. I let him have his one ramble. He's been deducted 15 points, so I'm just going to go ahead and take that off of Rick's. I'm going to take that off of Rick's score. All right, Mike.
All right, I'll spin. I forgot to spin it. I thought you were going to keep talking. I might spin it.
Oh, this is exciting.
Dum dum.
Thought forms.
Yay!
Oh, I stopped the clock.
Wait, why do we? Okay, so since you are not running the show, I'd like to know why we have extra features like a clock now.
Yeah. No, that's as much time as I'm going to give you, Sarah. Like when that's out, I'm out. So this will work out good, I think, though. What was the question? I'm sorry. What was the question?
So your topic is thought forms, and what I would like to know is, do you believe that a thought form can manifest itself into the physical world?
So I know I'm oh boy, how do I answer this? that's my question back. Would be how do I answer this? You want an honest answer? What do you want on this?
Come on, Mike. Play for the charity, brother.
Yes. So let's say. So, do you believe that that a lot of negative thoughts can then haunt a person and/or place, or similarly, positive thoughts can haunt a person and/or place?
So that question's common sense in one way, and then uncommon sense in the other. I'd say that negative energy brings negative energy. One begots another, right? You bring it that you are negative, you will have negative experiences. Like on my fear of February, my deadly fear of February. How every February something happens to me. Everybody always just it's February, right? I'm terrified of it. How I act in February depends on what's going to happen. Now, as far as manifestation, no, I do not believe that I can create something that would take shape or form. Because if I did, that would just be me. Period. Thank you. And Rick, we love you.
Thanks.
Rick, you are next.
I'm next.
Mm-hmm.
All right. First and foremost, Mike, I love you too.
Thank you, Rick.
I'm not necessarily sure if it manifests the physical. However, I do believe a lot of negativity can leave yourself open to things. Fear is definitely something that can leave you vulnerable. So I think that you're probably just letting your guard down a little bit too much if you're fearful, and if you're in a positive, your guard is probably up, and you're more confident to deal with the things that come your way. Done.
Okay. All right. Sin. So they're talking about more like abstract things as of negative or positive things possibly affecting the way we live. But do you think that a thought form can manifest itself into the physical world, like i.e. an egregore
I do.
or another type of spirit? Okay.
I do, because we have one here at the old hospital that was manifested by a group of people that wanted it there for a specific reason. So yes, I do.
Okay, follow up for a specific reason. Were they trying to create something to do their bidding in a negative way?
They wanted to create something dark. The guy in question that was leading it wanted to be known. And so he has gone since and become an exorcist. So he can only deal with bad things. And that's what he wanted to create, and he did.
No, you don't get to ask questions. It's a game show.
Is there a difference between manifestation and then actual, like in other words, letting something evil in as opposed to creating it?
Well, that was my question, Mike.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it is a difference. So if it's created from a thought form, it is not previously existing. It has been manifested through the power of thought. It's a new thing.
But they were trying to conjure something.
Yeah, so what Sin is talking about is they would have created something instead of, I guess the difference would be summoning something that already existed,
right?
Opening the
as
door,
opposed to creating something new.
Okay,
Right?
I got you.
letting something slip through.
There wouldn't have to be necessarily a door. And this is kind of based on experiments that people have done where they've created a fictional ghost and given it backstory. I don't know if you guys have heard of people doing this.
Casper.
Not Casper, although that would be, very friendly, not Casper. And then they've gone back and they've communicated with these spirits. All right, Rick, I'm sorry. Mike's got you at negative 45 right now already.
I thought we were still on the ghost name. I'm sorry.
Minus another. Okay. Shaw, would you care to take a crack at it?
I kind of like, I'm not really familiar with that. So the only thing I can come up with is what everybody else is talking about is, negative, like Mike said, negative energy will tend to bring about negative things. But just like with positive energy can also do the same thing. So, I mean, I don't know. I've never seen it happen. So
I've seen it happen only on TV.
Oh,
So I'll tell you, that's why I'm asking you guys.
So I honestly could not tell you on that one. I trust Sin, so
Thank you.
Shaw
You're welcome.
gets extra points for trusting Sin.
Yep.
Okay. Mike Atkins. Oh, Country Boy Mike, I'm sorry. What do you have to say about that?
My experience, emotions have everything to do with manifestation. And believe me, I've been doing a lot of studying on myself. And I know this, depending on what mood I'm in, if I come home in a stressful mood, I see dark shadows. Dark things happen around the house. If I come home in a good mood, I still see things, but they're not as dark. It's all about manifestation. To me, is all about emotions. If you have the ability to make things manifest, it's all about the emotions and the mood that you're in on how bad they get. And that's experimentation I've done on myself since I found out everything
Sounds like intent.
that's going on with me. So it's all about emotions and feelings. If you got a lot of hate, a lot of anger, you're going to see a lot of dark.
So I hate to interrupt, lose Rick points, but so
It's okay.
What about intent? And then furthermore, is it the same thing that, say, Mike sees in physical form that's like screaming inside my head? And those
I have intentionally manifested just to prove a point to people. Like when all this first started in the house, and Sarah could back me up on this, we had a problem with a coffee maker wanting to turn off 2 or 3 times. I couldn't make a pot of coffee without turning it back on 3 times. And it was me thinking about it, because it happened one time, and me thinking about it was causing that coffee pot to turn off. Now, as long as I don't think about it, it'll make a full pot of coffee, no problem. But as soon as I think about it, and I actually did it as an experiment, I told the coffee pot to turn off. And within a matter of 30, 45 seconds, you could actually hear the button push on the coffee maker.
And that's definitely manifestation, but I think where we're going wrong is when we're talking about thought forms. Like, yes, Mike. So if you saw a guy screaming in your head, and it's, the power of your negative thinking, if it was manifested into the physical world as a being, that would be a thought form. Right. Controlling existing objects is a form of manifestation, but you're not creating a thought form. You're not creating something entirely new.
I'm just saying, if you go home looking for, and you're in a bad mood, Mike, if you go home and you're in a bad mood, you're looking for dark shadows. There's There's a chain reaction to what is being done that's more in other words, he knows if he goes home in a bad mood, it's going to go one way. He knows if he goes home in a good mood, it's going to go another way. So when you go home in a bad mood, you kind of know it's going to go bad, right?
It's weird, and that's why I've been experimenting with it a lot. And I've been taking mental notes on my moods and what I see and what happens around the house, the sounds we hear, and a lot of it, from what I gather, a lot of things that happen has to do with the mood you're in and your emotions at that time.
Well, after round 1, you're all getting it wrong. So except for Sin. So plus 10 to Sin. Rick, you're at -30 because you have -15 for both you and Mike. Actually, make that -40 because both you and Mike said "I love you" to each other. You didn't include anyone else. That was rude. Mike Atkins, you are at -5, and Shaw was at -5, but then she said she trusted Sin, so I gave her 3 points, so she is at -2.
Hey, Mike left. I get a chance again. Oh, he's back. -10.
This one's for Rick. I can't see the real synchronicity.
Hey.
Hey. I mean, this is going to be an easy one for you, Rick. Do you believe in synchronicity? And if so, can you give us an example of it?
Yes. An example.
Do you know what synchronicity is, Rick?
I believe so. I'm trying to think of an example. It's kind of hard to think of on the spot. So -10.
No, it's okay. You have a moment. You have a moment to. Why don't we have music
Yes, we need it.
for time running out?
We have a timer. Can I come back to me? I'll think of one.
Okay. Mike, so Rick passes, so that's -5 for passing, and then that goes to Sin.
So synchronicity has always confused me. It's isn't it events that appear related but really aren't?
It's events that are related that don't really appear to be at first.
But they are.
But they are.
That's always confused me.
Let's get the actual Webster's. I should have.
Think of my my story I told you, Sin.
Shaw, you put me on the spot.
You want
The
me
one with my cousin, the dragonflies.
Okay, so they have no discernible casual connection, but on the grander scale, they are related to each other significantly.
Well, that can be a personal thing, can't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It can be sort of like how the universe kind of will bring things together for you, I guess, in strange ways that might seem unrelated to each other at the moment, but down the road, you're like, man, that's why that other thing happened.
Yeah, it's like the story I told you guys about Susan getting that guy to come over. She looked up the number, she called it, got a different guy, but didn't know this. The guy, it was the same name, Josh. She thought she was calling one company. She was calling this Josh to come work on her unit, the heating and air unit. And this other Josh shows up, works in a different state for a different company, but in the same field. And somehow, and their numbers are nothing alike. Somehow when she called his number, it got switched in the line and went to this other Josh guy who does the exact same thing, only lives 10 minutes from her, and showed up. It ends up that he knew Wyatt.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah, that would be an example.
Yeah. And so Wyatt, that was some divine intervention.
Yeah, that would definitely be an example. I thought this was going down just like a case of mistaken Joshes for a second.
No.
Yeah, it was a good ending to that.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. It was unbelievable.
JK is something. Okay. Another -200 for JK47. Yep.
For not being on here, JK.
Well, he already got -500 earlier for just existing. So now that's 700 -700 JK for next week.
That's tough.
Oh,
Yes.
JK.
JK, I love you and Mike.
I love JK.
Okay, well then, since we all love the JK so much, let's put him on the spot. If the audience wants to give your favorite player a point, let us know in the comments, and perhaps we will assign them a point or two for you.
I am going to donate all my points, positive and negative, to Jonathan tonight.
No,
Wow.
no more donating points. This is too. I'm already confused. You should see my paper right now. I have no idea what's going on. So we're just no.
Well, Mike can do it for Rick. That's
No,
not fair.
that's
You
no.
sound like that sounds like it's a
minus
blessing.
-10 for talking back, country boy Mike. You're at -15 now. Shaw.
Yes, I do. I've had a little similar experience where for a while I had an image kind of pop up everywhere, whether it's on Amazon or when I'm doing a Google search on something not even related to it. And I would have a dream of my cousin coming to me and speaking to me in my dreams. It didn't occur to me that that's what was leading up to it until I started realizing, oh my gosh, dragonflies was his favorite thing. And
Oh.
everywhere I went to, if he wanted to talk to me, there would be a dragonfly pop up, either a real one or an image, or I would be at Hobby Lobby and nothing but dragonflies. I mean, it was just it was, yeah, I believe, yeah.
And I think that's like kind of the most common way we think about synchronicity is like images or animals or something like that coming to us over and over again, and then we'll figure out sort of like down the road why that happened.
Yep.
Awesome. And so Country Boy Mike, synchronicity. You got a good grasp on what we're talking about here. Do you believe in it? Do you have an example?
Well, there was this one time in band camp.
Oh no.
I ain't got nothing. I'm passing on this one.
Oh man.
I want to be straight up honest.
Did I mention to everyone that I failed freshman math? This is a mess.
And that matters. Why?
I just felt
I'm keeping your scores. Because I'm keeping your scores. That's why. When Mike passes. So Mike, you're like at minus 25 now for passing and for talking back. All right.
I got your back, JK.
Why is Mike Atkins, Country Boy Mike? Why are you responding to JK? He is not on this show right now. He cannot help you.
He's my boy.
He cannot help you, though. Can't help you here.
I could be
King
texting
Michael?
him. He could be giving me answers, and you don't even know.
King Michael, synchronicity. You're
Okay.
up.
First off, let's just explain it. Every Breath You Take was probably one of the greatest songs I've ever heard at a prom or anything like that. Now, King of Pain. There's things about that song where the lyrics speak to me, because he got me, Sting. Mother was just touching. I think, oh my God, brilliant.
Where are we going? Why are we talking about the police right now?
He's getting to synchronicity. Song.
And that was my review of the studio album by the Police, Synchronicity.
Oh, Jesus. Well, so first of all, Every Breath You Take, that song, well, while it might be a great song, is super creepy and stalker-like.
Yes.
No, we're not when it's Sting. It's Sting.
Every breath you take, I'll be watching you. Back up, Sting.
Sting doesn't back up. Sting has sex for like 14 hours. They barely touch each other. They're supposed to glow. He does this like weird stuff. So believe me, every breath you take, you're with them a lot.
Okay, so after that round, God, Rick, I mean, I don't really know what to tell you here, buddy.
Don't stand so close to me.
No, it wasn't on that album.
It's about a pedophile, so yeah, exactly.
Tea in the Sahara, that was on there.
Okay, so Mike, you didn't actually answer the question.
I did answer the question, actually.
You
Allegedly.
Allegedly. You
may
didn't
have asked
really.
the question wrong if you go back and review the tape.
All right, Rick, you are at minus 75 because that includes Mike as well. Sin, you got 10, and then I took 5 away because there were just too many Joshes, and so you're at 15. Shaw's at 5. You did a good job there, and I don't know, Mike Atkins, Country Boy Mike, you're at like minus 25. I don't know.
This would be Sin, right?
It's Sin.
Reincarnation.
Ooh.
Did you appreciate how I did it in a southern voice?
That was
Reincarnation.
It was like reincarnation.
Thank God I had my
Reincarnation.
mouth
Why-
open. And that bird
Why
just
is
flew out of my
our
face.
accent?
Reincarnation.
Sin, I got you
Sugar
back with the accent. I got you.
okay.
Oh, bless your heart.
Oh.
Those are swear words from where they're from.
Hey, are you going to ask her a question?
Yeah, I don't know the
Sin,
question.
I'm asking you, Sin.
Yeah.
Sin, do you have any past life recollections? Do you believe you had a past life?
I believe in reincarnation. I believe in past life. I believe all that stuff. I don't know personally if I have the only thing I have had are deja vu moments where I'm doing something. And the first one was when I was 6 years old and drawing something I had never drawn before, but yet I knew that memory for some reason. That's the only thing I've got as far as a past life. It's not
See,
sure
now-
if it is. See,
I feel like that's different. So I feel like if you had a memory of something or you got something factually correct that you should have had no knowledge of, that seems less like deja vu and more like a recollection,
yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Mm.
That's all I
Shav,
got.
Shav, you had any past life experiences? Do you believe in that stuff?
I've never I mean I've seen stories on it. I've done research on it. I have had a continuous dream forever since I've been dreaming of me in a ball gown. It's like Victorian era and coming downstairs and being on a balcony. So maybe I don't know.
Well,
Were you on the
man.
bow of a ship? Were you doing like
No, I was not
you
on the Titanic.
No,
No,
okay.
unfortunately, I didn't have that glorious sex scene.
Oh.
Well, you a Southern Belle, though, darling.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Were you just talking about glorious? What happened?
The scene, Mike, in Titanic with Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate
In the
Winslet
car.
in the car,
Thank you just for mentioning that movie.
where it's so steamy, it steams up the windows.
There was
And they
plenty of room
slapped
on
the
that
window.
raft. There was so much room on that raft for that little guy. Oh, she could have.
I know, right?
Can you scooch? You know what? My ending would have been, "Can you scooch
Right. Scooch over just a little bit.
a little? Can you not be in the middle? Can you just
Right?
scoot a little?"
She could have just laid on top of them.
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, they would have been able to keep each other warm the whole time.
yeah.
She kept that
Come
necklace
on.
though. She kept that necklace.
Obviously the sex wasn't that good, or she would have saved his ass. That's all I gotta say about that.
Pushing him down with that ring or necklace, whatever. Yeah, she's just pushing him down.
Yeah.
Country boy Mike, reincarnation.
I'm a firm believer in it. I've become a firm believer in it in the last few weeks. Some of the research I've been doing. But I don't remember ever any past lives, but I'm sure if I've been reincarnated, I was probably a badass in my last life.
Oh.
That's why I'm such a teddy bear now.
Oh,
So
Oh, I thought so you think that you were a badass in your last life, but you
probably was. I was
created
probably a
good.
badass caveman, Neanderthal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You were clubbing women over the head and dragging them into the cave.
I was throwing Jenny
And then
over
you-
my shoulder.
And then you waited around for I don't know how many thousands of years to be incarnated again as Country Boy Mike.
Well, he had to think like 3 or 4 times on whether or not he wanted another one of me roaming the earth again.
Oh, okay.
He
Should we
gave me
send
a
him
break.
back? No, he's not ready yet. No, still not ready.
Yeah.
Nope.
Nope.
Leave him in there.
Still a little bit of caveman there.
King Michael, let me be really specific. I want you to answer the question about reincarnation very specifically in relation to yourself. So do
All
you
right.
believe in reincarnation, and do you believe you have in fact been reincarnated?
Okay. Can I get a? I was gonna buy it.
Nope, no vowels. There's no vowels in this.
Reincarnation. Okay. Here's what I think about reincarnation. So, I think that there's constantly different timelines happening at the same time because I'm a believer in that whole thing. So, in a weird way, we're constantly alive in the past that we don't feel or remember, but we were. So, we are in the future. And so, all right, a star, we are seeing it burn from what, 300,000 years ago? Like that's the light we're seeing apparently. That's how long it takes to get to where it was, right? So, when I die, my energy just goes. I don't know what form it takes. I don't know what it does, but it just moves, constantly moves. It was here before me. It's going to keep going. I don't think I was anybody else. Like, I don't. I'm one of those people. I swear to you, I don't think I was anybody else. But who knows? And
If
then
you were a pain in the ass then too.
so, now the thing with the reincarnation thing is, I'm of the belief that when you get up there, you're given choice because that's what the whole thing's about. You can move on to the next level, right? Or
Mhm.
you can weigh what you need to fix or want to go back and do, and you can come back and try again. I really think that's usually the way. And I do believe that some of us get stuck up with, I bet, on wanting to go back to fix things or to stick around and help as opposed to move on. I think you're given like that one choice. That's how my world works. Did that answer the question? Oh, I was supposed to answer in the form of a question. I didn't. Sorry.
No, it's okay. But
What
even
is
you sort
what
of
is
said
reincarnation?
you sort of
Mike's
said I
getting
don't
me points
believe
on
it.
this one. Yeah, buddy.
You sort of said I don't believe it, but then you said, but I do believe we have a choice.
Oh, don't be
No, I do
nitpicking,
believe it happens.
Sarah. That
It
was a
just never happened
brilliant
to me.
answer, Mike.
I do believe it happens. I just never, I
Yeah.
don't believe it happened to me. And I don't believe people that will tell me, oh, I had 13 past lives. Because if you do the math, it doesn't even make sense. Like there is math involved in this. When someone's going to live 30, 40 years back in the day of what, black lung and anal bleeding, all those
Oh God.
all the serious diseases that happen.
Mike, stop talking. I had
If
a bunch of
you
points.
die from bleeding
There
out
goes
your
your
butt,
three
you
new,
should be
Rick.
able to come back as whatever you want in the
No,
next
you
life.
don't even want to come back if you die of anal bleeding. You're out. That's an out move. You don't want to come back. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Oh. So you
Even if God was like, hey, we've got this new thing. They're called proctologists. They can help with that. Do you want to give it another shot? You know,
Sarah,
we got butt doctors now.
my bad. Final answer.
Okay. You know, he got some points on that, Rick. He might have lost a few, but it was actually a decent answer, so I can't hate too much. But you know, you still have to answer yourself, Rick. You can't just count on Mike to give you the points.
Yeah, Mike just hit the golden buzzer for me.
No, there's no golden buzzer.
Oh,
There's no golden buzzer, guy. Come on, answer the question.
all right.
Oh,
Mike,
my
I think
Lord.
your answer was pretty much spot on. What I believe.
You can't say ditto Mike either.
I'm not
going to
say ditto Mike, but I'm not going to. Do I believe I've had past lives? Not that I can remember. I'm not going to discount the billions and billions of Buddhists out there who say that they come back and back. But I also do believe that it's a choice. I believe your energy goes somewhere else. And then if you want to run it back, you can.
We weren't all Genghis Khan or King Arthur.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure everyone knows that. Because everybody's like, oh, my God, I go far back, and that's me. It's like, yeah.
Nope, somebody was still shoveling the shit. That's
And
just,
in my former life, I was a proctologist. That's why I've decided to come back.
Stop right there. Stop right there, Rick. I don't want to know the rest of that. Okay, so I'm trying to decide if we should take points away from Rick because it seems like Rick and Mike are like teaming up here. Like,
They are.
doesn't it?
Yeah.
No.
I feel like Rick and Mike are like teaming up a little
Spin
bit.
the
and
wheel.
it's
Spin the
making
wheel.
like an unfair.
Who's up?
It's Shaw.
Shaw. This question is Sarah wrote it. I don't know what I can do. Tell me why I'm great
I did not write that.
We all got to tell you why you're great. All right. Go ahead, Shaw. Whatever.
Well, I'm
See what happens? See what happens?
No, spin the wheel again. So I said right backstage for our viewers. I believe I said this to Sin.
Yes.
What's going on now?
I gave Mike the topics, but how much do you want to bet? He changes them.
Exactly.
So I feel like
Stop it.
I feel like I should get credit for that prediction.
Yep. You
Like
got
if
it.
Mike gets credit for football, I should get credit for predicting that he was going to pull some shenanigans.
Sarah, you just got 1,000 points.
You know what?
Oh,
You know what?
yeah.
By the way, I predicted something that could make people money, and you predicted on a jerk's response to something. I don't find that so detective there, Magnum PI. I'll spin it again
Listen,
there for you.
time out.
Hey,
Spin the
Sarah,
wheel,
did I get
jerky
points
pants.
for predicted wide right Bills football.
All right, Rick is at minus 300.
Paranormal reality TV.
All right, this is a good
Yay.
one. Hey. Shot, can you give us an example of how paranormal reality TV is hurting the cause of paranormal research?
Because it's for entertainment purposes only.
It is for entertainment purposes only. Can we extrapolate on that?
Well, I think a lot of it is just to grab the audience's attention. A lot of it is not even. I mean, when you watch a whole episode and all you hear is gaffs and oohs and ahs and you don't really see or hear anything, there's a problem. But then you got some people that are demon all the time. And it's show me the evidence. Show me the evidence that you got and let me determine that way. But it's hurting the paranormal community because of the fakeness that they're throwing out there all the time anymore.
Do you think they should have to put I haven't even seen it. I haven't paid attention to the fine print. If I'm missing this, somebody let me know. Should they have to put that it's for entertainment purposes only somewhere, do you think, on there?
Nope.
Oh yeah.
Stop
I think
shaking.
It's
It's not your turn
big
yet.
bold letters, but I think some do have it on there for entertainment purposes only. But it's either in very small print or they say it so fast. And yeah, it really should, because anymore they're hurting by not telling the truth. They're lying too much on it.
Yep. So I want to change the question a little bit for you, Country Boy Mike. So before you had your own experiences with paranormal investigators like a year ago, did you believe everything you saw on paranormal reality TV?
I did.
You did. And how has that changed?
How's that changed? I met this fantastic woman named Sarah Paranormal
Oh man, he gets
who came to my house and rescued me and Jenny and saved us and told me I need to calm my ass down
I did.
and everything would stop. So, but yeah, I used to believe it. I used to be a firm believer of it. Now when I watch it just to see mainly the acting, because some of these people on these shows are really good actors, the way they react to some of the stuff they see. And what I notice a lot of is they tell the background and they interview these people who has had experiences in this certain place. Well, just so happens, bam, that night during the investigation, they had the same experience as somebody else had.
Yeah.
Crazy
Now,
how
how
that
rare
happens.
is that? You know,
Yeah.
I've been waiting, like I had that, whatever that was at the foot of my bed popping up that night I got on video, and I said there and I wait for it to happen again. It won't happen again. So what's the chances of an investigator coming in and seeing it happen? So, but yeah, I don't believe any of that. I think maybe 99.3% of it may be real. And that's with the makeup and stuff. But other than that, I don't believe it anymore.
Well, you definitely got some points for actually recognizing how great I am. So you covered two topics unintentionally. So you are back in the positive at 20 points now, Mike. Good job.
Yes.
I dare to ask. So, King Michael, you were shaking your head no really hard while Shaw was talking, which was rude. Really, really super rude. But would you care to like tell us what you were shaking your head about?
I sure would. And you know what? That would be rude if I was the host. I'm not the host. I'm just a guest. I'm like a wild card. Like
Here we go.
So, all right. First off,
You're gonna be in the hole for weeks, Rick.
you should never. I don't think they should put any. They should not have to put any warning label on something like that, because there's people that want to believe in something, and then there's just dumb. And if no, I'm being serious, because here's what I compare it to: TV in Jello, what are they called? Those guys that walk around and they're talking about like they spoke to God and they get that shiny blue rug and it's ridiculous. And there's no warning label before he starts to speak. So it's all the same stuff. Let people speak. I don't need a warning label. I'll figure out if they're crazy or if they're not crazy. And if it's stupid stuff, I won't pay attention. And from being behind the scenes, I know that reality TV paranormal is all horse shit and applesauce. That's basically the ingredient. Look, you got to go there, and they need responses. They pre-film what you're, all that crap, and then they jam you in spots, and they already have episodes written before anything happens to you. What does that mean to you? You go someplace, and they've got episodes written before you get there. What do you think's happening? They all know. They have to know. It's how it works. If you don't know that's how it works, it's like me trying to explain soap operas or pro wrestling.
Okay, that was a good answer, but can you please explain what the hell horse shit and applesauce is?
I never said that.
You did.
What is
Horse shit and applesauce?
reality TV?
Okay. Rick, I'm actually giving him points for that, even though he didn't want to answer what horseshit and applesauce was. I've never heard that before. I'm just curious, but like, hey, whatever, be like that then.
You need to patent that, Mike.
I don't think he made it up. I feel like has anyone ever heard the term horseshit and applesauce for a bonus 10 points?
Not my 56 years.
Nope.
He made it up.
I patent that.
Damn
shit.
it.
Claim it.
Sounded so
Claim
legitimate.
Put it on a postcard.
Damn it. I hate when he gets to do that.
The horse shit and applesauce revolution.
Sounds disgusting.
That should be like a fragrance. The Yankee candle. That's a Yankee candle.
Oh my god! Someone says they've heard it before.
Yeah.
Robert,
Oh, Robert, you ruined it.
all right, prove it. Prove it. No, prove it.
He's Australian, by the way.
I've never been.
You probably seen your episode of the Brady Bunch or something.
Somebody please Google horseshit and applesauce and send me the link. Thank you.
Please tell me what you find on
Yeah.
your Google search.
Rick,
Yes.
paranormal reality TV.
All right, Sarah. I don't want to go wide right on this one.
Jesus, he just wants to lose.
I'm at the point right now where I am getting so skeptical of just about everything these days. Anything that, I watch it on YouTube, I watch it on, just regular TV, anything with big production value. We've all investigated, I think, everyone on this panel. And except for on the rare occasion, something dramatic really happens, and for them to have something, like 10 things per show every week, every investigation, it's garbage.
It is.
I think we can mostly agree that it's garbage. Mike actually got you back some points there, so I don't know how you're at minus 500 right now. But you are.
Can I ask a question?
No, Sin, Schrader Hill author. No.
Wide right.
No.
Darn it.
No. So since we all agree that it's kind of garbage, I'm going to ask you a slightly different variation of the question. Do you think it's unethical that paranormal reality TV stars now are making so many side businesses, making so much money. Like they are selling classes and charging large amounts of money for people to attend these classes by famous paranormal investigators.
I don't think it's unethical per se, but I know that the only reason they're making money is because of their name.
And their names kind of, we just all agreed, based on kind of like fakeness, right?
Yeah. And can I go back to the everything that they were saying?
Yeah.
Can I kind of elaborate on that part?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna call them. Can I call somebody out?
Well, it's up to you.
I dare you.
Well, okay.
Yes.
So allegedly, this group called something like Ghost Adventures, allegedly, came down to Lincoln County to investigate the old hospital, showed up with a script. They had 4 days here to film their 45 or 40-minute show, whatever it is after commercials, right? 4 days, and went around and, did a bunch of crap. It took about I guess it was late, maybe the first or the second day before they realized, okay, maybe we should listen to the locals around here. The place really is haunted. Maybe we don't need this script.
Wow.
There's money behind it. There's a script written. If there's money behind it, something's going to happen. And can I move really quick? Because I'm uncomfortable. But Sarah, where would you say I'm sitting in the box?
You're all the way to one side of the. Why are you so
Yeah,
far
which
over?
side?
Right.
Which side am I all the way to? I'm wide which way?
You know what?
Rick, where am I sitting right now in proportion to the box? What?
You sort of you're wide.
Okay, so one of these days,
Which way? Go left? Am I too
you're
far
gonna
right?
come visit me here in Florida, Mike. And I don't know, you might have to eat the food I cook for you, or like, I don't know, sleep in my house. And
What
it
am
might
I
get
getting?
dangerous for you.
What
That's
am I
all I'm
getting?
saying.
Am I getting kidnapped?
All right.
You might end up eating my food.
All right.
Like, you might end up eating my food.
Yeah.
Something like that. That might be glory in life. I end up at Sarah's house. She's gonna cook me food, and I better watch out. What
Yeah,
I
she's gonna cook you. Food.
That went wrong. that went better. That sounded more threatening in my head than it came out. To be fair.
Oh, dear you, Mike, you're gonna come to my house. I'm gonna make you dinner.
I can answer that question too. I would bring Nikki and let her eat first.
No.
Wow.
You think
I
I
everybody
like,
off right there, Rick. I got everybody with one shot. She was like a twofer.
Wow.
I'm sure Nikki is much nicer than you are. I'd probably give her something
Oh,
better.
geez. Wow. How'd you make that call, genius? Where'd you come up with that one, Einstein? Why don't you take over another 500 points from Rick? Dumb, silly pants. Jeez.
Now this is oh, look at.
Can I spin? Or are we still
Everyone,
talking?
wait, everyone say hi to Nicole.
Hey,
'cause you never get to
Nicole.
say hi to her.
Nicole.
Woo, bless your heart, honey. Bless your heart.
She lives with Mike.
Yes.
Okay.
Bless your heart. For
That is a sincere bless your heart, by the way.
Yes.
Oh my
Not a curse. Bless
gosh.
your heart.
Whose turn is it? Where are we? Mike just started heckling me for no reason.
Nice.
Lace this out, Nicole.
Yep. Let's see what's next. Ooh, who's up? Who's after Sid?
Mine.
Oh, you got
I already had it.
You already had
Fairies.
fairies?
No, it's Sin didn't do this spin. Who did the
Oh.
spin? I can't even remember.
I did the spin last.
It's
Yeah,
Mike?
so it's my country boy Mike. Fairies. Just fairies.
Say that sentence again. One more time. See that sentence again.
Country boy Mike fairies.
What are you trying to get us banned?
Oh, there's
All
no
right.
question. It's just fairies.
Fun
And
sacrifice.
go.
They're gonna make a hard, sharp cut right here. You'll see.
I think about fairies like I do any other cryptid, because that's what a fairy is. It's a cryptid.
Mm-hmm.
I think they just come from other dimensions. I don't think there's something that's here all the time. I think they come through flaps or portals, just like Bigfoot, just like any other thing, any other cryptid. But yeah, I believe they're out there. I believe there's a dimension with little evil pointy-toothed fairies flying around.
I want to clip that. Someone remind me so that it just has Mike going, I think about fairies. The end.
Country boy Mike, fairies. I think about fairies.
Oh, God. I hate to.
Oh my
King
goodness.
Miguel.
Yeah, I said something really nice about you too, Sarah.
I know. I love you, Mike. I can't give you
I love you too.
favoritism. Oh, someone. Robert thought I said berries. That's my That's got to be my accent that I don't have that everyone says I have.
I can be super quick with fairies.
Yeah, can you be stupid quick? Because that's what
super quick.
Stupid quick.
All right, stupid quick. They
Yeah.
are what we think they are, and we let them off the hook.
No idea what that means. Rick?
There's the Chicago Bears coach reference about
The Bears.
They are exactly what we think they are. Meaning, like, if it's a fairy to you, God bless you. I may not see a fairy. Maybe you do. Maybe I see things a little different. But like, I think fairies are one of those cryptids that it's whatever you think you saw. Hey, I believe you. Does that work?
That works.
Oh,
that works.
I'm sorry,
Just 'cause I'm tired.
I'm
tired by you. I'm tired by you. I'm tired by you. I'm tired by you.
Final
Rick.
answer.
Final answer. Block Island Rick.
No.
Fairies.
I don't believe in fairies. I wish they were real, but until somebody brings me a little fairy corpse, or
That's
Bring me a fairy corpse.
or brings me a little fairy house that they found. No.
I think the fairy houses, what are they all in Ireland?
Yeah. I think so.
Not just in Ireland. I've heard of other
Not
places.
they're all yeah, I've heard of other places too, but I
Yeah,
know that there are
but-
cultures that will
Iceland.
give offerings and stuff like that to the
Yes.
fae.
Iceland is
Yes.
huge for the fairies.
Yes.
Yep. Fae, and they can be quite scary. You don't want to mess
They're
with
not
them, and
cute.
I really wouldn't call for their corpses because
No, I don't. If they're off
They can
fairies,
be
I
very
obviously don't want
scary.
them to die. But I'm saying until I see some
The fairy.
proof, then no.
I feel like Tinkerbell was the Disney cute fairy. I mean, she was kind of a bitch, but she wasn't really dangerous.
Can I just say something?
What?
Jason's got sickles pointing upwards, and he wants to meet Tinkerbell. I don't think Tinkerbell's going to want to meet somebody with sickles pointed upwards. No, not him. That's not him.
Oh no! I just used one of their
Him, those are
existences.
sickles. Well, spikes, whatever you want to call them, but they're pointed upward. Tinkerbell don't want none of that.
I'm trying to think now. What did you
That's
have
a
to
bad
do?
boy.
You have to believe for the fairies to have their magic. I can't remember how that
Yeah.
went now in Peter Pan. Is that how it worked?
I know there was
You have
something
to
about a bell ringing or
believe.
something.
I thought about that too, but I think that's It's a Wonderful Life.
Yeah, that's an angel gets its wings.
An angel gets its wings.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Rick, you are not having a good night. So first of all, you don't believe in fairies, but you're a Patriots fan, possibly the biggest bunch of fairies to ever exist.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Laces
Wow, I
up.
can't wait to clip that and play that locally. Holy wow, I want none of that. Don't look at me.
That's all right. I'm gonna just sit here and shine all my rings.
When's your season end, Rick? Anyways, fairies, Sin Trader Hill.
You
What do
can't
you
brag
have to say
about
about the
losing.
fae?
You can't brag about losing late in the playoffs. Like, are you kidding me? Did you just brag about the fact that
Hey.
we made it longer in the playoffs and then
I think they
lost?
hung up a banner for that run.
We made it this far. When's that?
Listen.
When's that parade coming down Buffalo? We made it this
Hey,
far.
Sarah,
parade.
can't you mute him?
I can, but you know what?
Not when he's defending me, Sid.
I can
He can unmute himself, and Mike's kind of like, I don't know, he's like one of those bullies. Like if you try to hit back, it just gets
He's
worse.
vindictive.
It's just gonna make it worse on me next time.
Yeah, I get it.
That's not nice to say about the guests.
Sin, the Fae.
Outraged.
I believe that they might exist, just like other things I've never seen, but I have a feeling that if they do, that they're not sweet at all.
Mm-mm. No, they're evil.
Oops.
They're evil.
I agree. Sha, we're gonna wrap it up with the Fae.
I've never seen one, but just like all cryptids, I've never seen them either. So I'm gonna say that they probably do exist. I mean, something exists because there's evidence of things happening and people seeing, and who's to say? I mean, look, every myth has some kind of truth to it.
Yeah, I like that. I was just gonna say that. It just seems like there's so many myths and legends built around the Fae that there has to be some type of truth to it. And personally, I would just like to believe that the Fae exist. I know they're not cute and they're not like little forest nymphs. They're actually pretty scary, but I don't know. There's something cool about something that delicate and tiny being so ferocious that is appealing to me.
Like a chihuahua.
There is a difference between
the Seelie and Unseelie.
Seelie.
The Seelie are supposed to be good, and the Unseelie are supposed to be evil.
Oh,
That's true.
Oh.
There are different types of fairies. In fact, I have an encyclopedia of fairies somewhere. I have not looked at it, though, to be
I
fair.
thought that was Posturepedic beds.
I just had deja vu. Oh, no, that's just Mike being Mike. We don't have time for another one. We only have like a few minutes left. So I feel like maybe we should just go over the scoring and then it can give everyone a chance to gripe a little bit. So, Rick, you're at like minus 200. You actually would be much further behind, but King Michael actually got you some points because he did have some decent answers and I can't be a total jerk about it. Shaw and Country Boy Mike, you are both tied at 30. And then coming in with the clutch is Sin Trader Hill Author at 35. She is the winner of tonight's game. Congratulations, Sin.
Sorry about your streak there, Rick.
Rick's streak is broken.
Can I ask one question?
Hey, Sarah, can I have a parade for my almost win?
You didn't almost win, Rick. You didn't almost win. You almost got booted from the show. There's no almost about it.
Legit Paranormal News 805. Tune in on some stories tonight. I wanted to say that if you go by the scoring system, Sin had a 35, meaning out of I don't know how many points. She got some wrong. I had a score of 0, which shows that I got no questions wrong, which would then go to Rick, which would make him the winner. Out.
No,
Yeah. See, he falls out just so you can't get back at him.
Well, she can. She can.
Oh my God, Sarah, I love that so much.
All right, so this has been Legit Paranormal Roulette. Mike actually score was included in Rick's all along, so his methodology there doesn't hold up. Sin, congratulations on the win. Please make sure you like and subscribe to our channel. We are going to wrap up totally here now because you have to go do the news. So for Country Boy Mike, for Sha Wooten, for Sin Schrader Hill Author, I am Sarah Paranormal. Thank you for joining us. Please stay tuned for the news.